We talk a lot about how honeybees are disappearing, but do you guys ever think about how we don't have any more art teachers in the world? If you really think about it, art teachers were such a pivotal part of your childhood. You have art class, you have art teachers. Some are weird, some are fun, some are nice, some are evil. They really can make or break your adolescence. You know, like if you were in sixth grade and you weren't able to create perspective just with lines, then you're out. You know, you're not going to be an artist, buddy. You're going into finance. It's that simple. It was a really impressive bottleneck for figuring out what you're going to do with your life. And you can't have that without art teachers. They're fundamental to that process. But now as an adult, you walk around, there are no art teachers. You can't find any art teachers. You go to the cafe, you turn to the person to your left, you say, hey, what do you do? They say, I'm a subscriber growth analyst at the Smart TV Factory. Okay. You turn to the person to your right, they have a ring light on and they're talking to themselves to a camera. So, you know, but then you say, oh, well, Nick, why would you go to a cafe on a weekday and expect to see an art teacher? They're obviously in schools teaching children. And then you say, oh, well, okay, well, I'll go on a Saturday. And then you go and you talk to people and they're not art teachers. There are no art teachers at the cafe. And it's just crazy because art teachers are a pillar of the ecosystem. They're a keystone species for children, especially, and for adults too. And not to get political, but I do wonder if it's like a funding issue and if these schools like no longer have art teachers or programs. I'm sure this is something I could read about. But yeah, I don't know. It's quite interesting. I'm going to ask my older sister.